The testimony God spoke by the mouth of the prophets, right from the days of Abraham, right from the Garden of Eden, the testimony, that which he promised he would do, compared with the spiritual as a prophecy and the spiritual as a fulfillment. I came to declare that those things which were a promise are now made a reality for you and I to walk in. He now says, now we have received not the spirits of the world, but the spirits of God, that we might know the things which are freely given. Freely given means we have now come into that season where those words that was upon the mouth of the prophets that they were looking forward to have now become the reality of the church. Remember, the fullness of him that fills all and is in all. That fullness used to be resident with the king, with the priest, with the prophet, with those God calls for special assignments. But now he now has a body upon the face of the earth. Paul says, which things also we speak. He says, but not with what which man wisdom teaches, but which the Holy Ghost teaches. In other words, Paul is saying, that which I'm declaring, the wisdom to say it in the season of his fulfillment came by the Spirit that is the confirmation of that fulfillment. That same Spirit that is resident in our gatherings, resident individuals, that has made you and I the temples of living God, which things also we now speak, not with what which man's wisdom teaches, but which the Holy Ghost teaches, comparing spiritual things to spiritual. When the day of Pentecost was fully come, they were all together with one accord in one place. Why were they together with one accord? They had the same teacher who instructed them, who commanded them to gather in that particular place. He had told them in Luke chapter 24 verse 49, tarry in Jerusalem, I will send the promise of the Father. So they were tarrying. And while they tarried, when the day was fully come, exactly 50 days, the Bible says there came a sound from heaven as a rushing mighty wind. Where were they? They were in the temple in Solomon's porch. What was happening? If you were anywhere near where they were, you may not hear that sound, because that sound was localized among the watchwords. It was a sound from heaven. It doesn't mean a sound from outer space. It means a sound from the unseen realm. Somebody says, why? They were born again. They were now the temple of the living God. Now the owner of the temple wanted to demonstrate himself, flex, wanted to show forth his power and his presence, that this is my fullness that fills all, because it is in all. That's where you begin to see the language. Everyone. That's the language of the church. Everyone, because the fullness of him that fills all is where? In all. Not in a few, it's in all.